Hmm? You mean I'm not here to be questioned? Or arrested?
Of course not. Perhaps we're a little too optimistic, but when we meet a stranger, we prefer to welcome them.
Oh. Well, I'm Winsong.
That's a very unique name. And where is it you come from?
From the east side of the Dniester River.
No offense, miss, but you have a complicated and unfamiliar scent about you. The smell of hard rocks, a lighthouse by the sea, rainwater in a humid summer. Nothing hostile, though.
I think most rootless travelers like me smell like that.
Welcome to Raya시ki, Miss Winsong.
Thank you. I understand your caution, but...
You have nothing to worry about. It's not a disease. Anyway, let's talk about you. I heard that you are a researcher. Not long ago, many of your peers visited here. They wandered around and looked under every rock and floorboard in the town, like you do. I thought perhaps they were attracted here by the town itself. But regrettably, not long after, they left one after another in disappointment. I was disappointed too. Will you be like them?
Those people are famous scholars. Of course they won't spend too much time on a project with unclear prospects. But I'm used to those.
I salute you for your courage and spirit of exploration.
I thought you might be more hostile to me. Shouting things like, "Who do you think you are to prowl about on our private property?"
Huh?
Many see the study of ley lines like finding a needle in the grass of a Siberian field. Wasted effort with negligible results.
There is no such thing as meaningless work. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you do. You will find your purpose here.
Is that so? No wonder how you have such an unusual student like August.
All that childhood wonder, innocence. Somehow you've preserved it in him, haven't you?
Is the show finished? We canceled our rehearsal, August. Mr. Yevgeny just left red-faced.
Yes, and he canceled the friendship cheese on the food menu. All thanks to you.
But I was welcoming our new friend.
And we have lost our cheese because of you. This is all your fault. You're the most bothersome kid in the Raya시ki.
I know that word. Most means the best. So thank you, Piotr.
You!
August, we don't see anyone new here. You're not lying again, are you?
She's with Vila. They greet each other, share footprints, and even sing together. Windsong is also the best. She can draw many lines on the snow and even on a seagull.
We're not having another freak in town, right?
Do you mean drawing on the blackboard? Like Miss Vila did? She made the earth turn into a tall, tall wall. And she blew her breath at it and made a building appear. If we had enough lay hunters like her working together, we would be able to send sunflowers high into the sky.
Ah, that's not so tough. All the men in town know how to build stuff like that. When we grow up, we will work like them, with hoes and shovels.
But that will take ages.
If we can learn how to build like the lay hunters, then we can help the adults right now.
Don't listen to August. Greetings, Miss Winsong. Is it true? Can you really shape the earth into different things and build things from it?
Not exactly. The things I build with my arcane skill have only a momentary effect. I can't use it that way. I learned it as part of my research while studying ley lines.
Miss Vinsong, those things Afkus told us, are they true? The sun that closes its eyes, the dark clouds that spit on people, and the lines that can reveal everything.
Miss Winsong, will you be our teacher? Like Miss Vila?
Can you prove anything?
Kids, one question at a time.
Sorry, Miss Vila. I should explain it to them. Mine is not a formal discipline. Many people believe that it relies too much on the observations of arcanists, and the conclusions aren't useful for the public. So it is best that you kids do not study it. A pursuit of passion, fit for only a very stubborn fool like me.
I see. Then you must show us all about it. Shouldn't she, kids? I'm sure Miss Winsong would be very happy to give us a special lesson about her studies.
Uh-huh.
Yay!
Miss Vila, I thought I made myself clear.
You have worked hard in this pursuit of passion, haven't you?
Regardless, the study of ley lines is, well, it's useless.
Useless.
These kids should learn something like geography. It's a much more thorough and important field. As far as the general public and academic institutions are concerned, the study of ley lines is just a niche aspect of geography. Worse still, one that is solely accessible to arcanists. To devote any real time to its investigation would take up valuable research funds and equally valuable researchers.
At least that was how they felt about it.
Who can say for certain?
What about you? Do you also think that the study of ley lines is a waste of funds and manpower?
Of course I don't. Through ley lines, we can detect Arcanum-related events in the area, learn about local arcane creatures, and find the secrets hidden both above and below the Earth's surface. But I can't yet prove this to people.
Well, you don't have to prove it alone. It doesn't matter what others think of your work. The only important thing is finding its uses. At first, Raya시ki was just a remote village far north in the Arctic Circle. People came here to share a dream of a better future. It was only by luck that we found the Romeo. Then Zeno approached us and became our business partner. For over 60 years, people here have worked together to make it what it is now. We built the school, the swimming pool, and the cinema for everyone. Raya시ki embraces and takes in every newcomer. You and your studies are no exception. This is where our paths meet. Please know that I'm not just doing this for you. I'm doing this for a better future. A well-rounded education is vital in bringing up the next generation of scientists and workers. Our children should learn more about this world, even from those perspectives and types of knowledge that aren't widely accepted.
Thank you, Miss Vila. The study of ley lines sees the world as a clear map. The cities look like squares to us, while natural landscapes appear to be curves overlapping one another. Many bizarre places in the world, such as the location of the Tunguska explosion or the mysterious 30th parallel north, can't be drawn in squares and curves like cities in ordinary landscapes. We need to find a way to indicate them in a clear, precise way.
It's a maze.
Well, it is the ley line map of a city, but you are right. It does look like a maze. To begin with, I should introduce the most crucial concept in the study of ley lines, that of ley energy. It is a special energy which we can easily detect throughout the town. See how it comes out from underneath the ground and goes into the local biosphere, circulating around like a system. If we think of the town's ley lines as a food web, then ley energy lies at its foundation.
Like how big fish eat small fish, and small fish eat even smaller fish.
Exactly. They are the smallest fish eaten by the big fish. If we catch the big fish and study what they eat, we will know where to find the other big fish. And the lay energy, when the big fish die and break down, the small fish will go back to where they first came from. The circulation goes on and on.
You've put it very well, Miss Winsome. Like the rainwater that comes from the ocean to the rivers and returns back to the ocean.
You're a quick learner. But it is not exactly like water. The concentration of lay energy is far more noticeable than that of a lake or a school of fish. Once we find its densest spot, we'll be able to trace it back to its source.
Then what are these bright spots?
These are the energy-rich locations. In a way, they indicate the energy flow.
So many. They look like stars in the sky.
Yes, and finding these locations can be very costly in terms of time and manpower.
Then what do we do after finding them?
They can tell us many things. The lay hunters will follow their courses, analyze the components in them, and match those components to each resource. Some of the components don't match with any of the known resources, which means there might be a new resource waiting to be discovered. Of course, from the lay energy, we can also learn about the local critters.
You talk about strange things, almost like Avgus does. These are just lines.
Like dancing earthworms. They wriggle, they twist. They're having fun. Jumping on the waves, then into the little boxes, and back into the little balls.
Great, we have 2 of them now.
They look interesting, but we don't really understand.
Cheer up, kids. It's not finished yet. Leyline cartography is complicated. It takes the efforts of many lay hunters working together, investigating the area, even braving dangerous and forbidden places. To this day, we've never been able to finish a completed lay energy map.
I know it now. This is Raya시ki.
Huh?
Ah, I see it too. And here is the swimming pool. That little square is our square. These little balls are our homes.
Oh, I live here. The third ball on the left of yours.
You're very bright, August. This is the ley energy map of Raya시ki.
But Miss Windsong, why are you mapping the energy of our town? Have you found any secrets that we don't know?
Children, right now you can only see what's above the ground. But there is even more ley energy beneath the ground. Will the sun always be in the sky? Will the glaciers ever melt away? What lies in the darkness beneath us? Are there other critters around here that you've never seen? How should we deal with them?
I heard once that there were many strange footprints next to the school windows.
Uncle Patrick saw it. A monster with 6 legs, and each one has spikes.
That must be a kikirn, a small-sized Canidae critter, mostly seen in cold areas. But the ley energy might have affected the weather of their habitat, or they wouldn't be here in Raya시ki in summer. The deep blue line here shows that particular one's movement.
Or maybe Uncle Patrick could have drunk too much.
The ley energy accumulated in them suggests that they mostly feed on moss and worms under the snow and stay near town. We can infer that this is a docile herbivorous kind of critter that is merely curious about human behavior. I think feeding them will be much more useful than driving them away.
Since these critters began to overrun the area, the defense team has encountered many new creatures. I can feel there is something strange about them, but I can't yet understand the differences. You provided a different angle on the situation, Miss Windsong. I believe it would help the defense team greatly.
The fires in the furnaces are out. The bees and kites dance around the barn. White mosses on the wall. Oh, oh, storms will fall down from the sky.
Stop saying these strange things, August. The defense team will keep the critters out of town and protect everyone. And there will not be any stones falling from the sky.
Is everything alright, Piotr?
Yeah, you're lying. Raya시ki is safe. It will be our home forever.
I hate to tell you this, kid, but what Avgust just said could be right. I have the same feeling that the good weather here won't last too long. Look at those thick gray lines. Those are the traces of cloud movements and moisture. Now they're mingled together.
But the sun will still be shining. Miss Vila said that the polar day will last for a very, very long time.
Miss Vila was right. And past statistics don't lie. According to the data, the weather here should continue for the next few months. Yet the ley lines say otherwise. They say the weather will be extremely unpredictable.
You're making things up. The forecaster on TV said the weather in Raya시ki will be temperate in the coming months.
And the weather forecaster was right, according to his analysis. But life is full of surprises.
I know why you're concerned, Miss Winsong. I feel the glaciers are melting slightly faster than usual. There is going to be a warm front forming from the melting water.
But will there really be stones falling from the sky?
I can't say anything for certain just yet, kid. All I have is this incomplete map. And as you can see, many sources of the marks and traces haven't been located. Which means we can't come up with a precise calculation. But there's no question that Raya시ki will soon face many challenges. The weather could become much worse. The environment might change. Maybe some unknown critters might turn up.
Liar! You're all liars! Raya시ki is at home, so it can't be dangerous.
Piotr, you can't fly if your feathers get wet.
아니 씨 지금 빨리 넘어가지 마라. 너무 빨리 넘어가.
They will need some time to take in all this new knowledge. Don't you agree?
I thought I could handle all their questions. I think I made things worse. Sorry.
Have faith in them. They will come around.
Are you here to laugh at me? All these stories of monsters and falling stones, they aren't good at all. I overheard Mr. Evgeny talking. He said the town has so many problems, and soon what some people think will decide our future. If people believe in those terrible stories, maybe they will be scared and they won't come back to Raya시ki. Our town will be forgotten.
But I wasn't lying. Hello, Peter.
What? What are you doing? I will draw attention. You go find the defense team for help.
Hooray, beans!
It is here.
Another jar? You are wrapped. Let's get it over quick.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
It's itchy. It feels warm, doesn't it? Miss Winsong said they can be our friends. That they will bring seeds to every corner of the town.
Like a gardener?
Yes. Go plant more sunflowers, Gikiorn.
So Miss Winsong was not a liar.
Do you really think it's a good idea to turn to Zeno for help?
We have drawn almost every man and woman from the mining facilities to get rid of the critters nesting around the port. Most of the defense team were injured. Some lightly, but others got much worse. It will be weeks before they can return to duty. If an attack like the one at the rehearsal happens again, I'm not sure we will be able to protect ourselves. I know most of our people are frustrated with Zeno's arrival, but I expected better from you, Vila. People trust you, and they will follow you. But that doesn't make you right. Maybe you're still too young to see the dangers.
I might be wrong, but history is a long lesson in learning what is right through being unafraid to be wrong.
Sadly, we don't have time for a trial and error.
And this is your excuse for making decisions for us against our will?
I will hold myself responsible for my decisions. In that, you have my word.
Today is the day of our welcome ceremony. Vila said when the bell rings, the important people from the Dorothy's Academy will arrive. Everyone looks excited. Nina has put on her best dress. I know she will be great on stage. Basono will do all with Piotr. It's his duty to protect the princess. As for me, I got a new job from Mr. Afghani. Salute, shake hands, and give them the warmest welcome.
뭘 애한테 왜 시켜?
What, this? They're bubbles in the water. We meet again, Kikirn. Are you planting sunflowers under the water? Have you brought your friends? One, two. Oh, your friends also have 6 legs. Look, they're wearing needle grass and flat files on their legs. Are you also here for the ceremony? Welcome, Kikirin and friends. Welcome to the prettiest town in all of the Arctic, Raya시ki. Please enjoy our song.
Comrade August, what are you doing?
Whoa! I'm welcoming Vicky Kiern.
Get out of there. They're dangerous. Defense team, drive them away.
Wait! These are Kikirn. They're not aggressive. They're just curious about us. The kids seem to like them.
Get rid of them.
As
you command, comrade.
지들이 적을 들리는데.
Really beans. I can hear them cooking. Another jar?
Tu peux la jeter maintenant. La chaleur d'enfer.
Let's get it over quick. Oh, strong. Got you. We made this year.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
The Kikirns are all gone. I think they don't like us anymore.
Comrade Yevgeny.
Take the kids back to where they were, Comrade Vila. It was your duty to protect them.
적대할 필요 없는 애들이니까 적대하니까 다 잡지 병신아.
Maybe if we make the town a better place, more friends will come back. Then they will also come back.
That makes sense.
The family of Kikirin includes dozens of subspecies, but none of them are so greatly adapted to water as this. That is to say, they might also be affected by the ley energy under Raya시ki. Pity that they were driven away. There was much we could have learned from them. The temperature here is rising much faster than expected, and much earlier in the season. I imagine if you asked the Weather Bureau, they would say this is just an odd occurrence of unseasonable weather outside of expected ranges.
It's time. The Xeno investigators should be here any minute. I must stress again how important this ceremony can be for our future. Our town's economy is facing a cliff, and I am sure each one of you has noticed the increased rationing. If we wish to take care of our people in the future and protect our friends and family from these frequent creature attacks, we need Xeno's support. So we will work with Xeno, because we must. The future of Raya시ki is in our hands. So is the future of every comrade here. And we need the cooperation of every man and woman here.
Xeno's ships are very fast, so as soon as they appear on the horizon, our ceremony will begin.
Understood. 안 오냐?
Xeno is late.
So late that Miss Villa would say they were absent.
Do you think something bad happened to them? What are they doing there? Oh, something is falling. Light and soft, like a polar bear's head. Poor bear, losing all his hair. Hmm?
It's snow!
What? How can there be snow in summer?
Is this related to the strange thing Avgus said earlier?
If so, I'm happy that these aren't stones or a dark cloud spit.
Avgus, I can't believe it! You were never right before.
Ugh. Oh, it's chilly. The snow is biting against my skin.
I'm sorry, Avgust. I shouldn't call you a liar. But will Raya시ki really get into trouble?
Piotr, we will not be defeated. Not by clouds or bears. Look. tortoise is walking very slowly. But no one has left their position. For Raya시ki, you little swans must go back to your lake too. Go as fast as you can. We will.
Don't forget your own job, Avgust.
귀엽네. 윈드송은 왜 있는 거야?
So, this milky white line is this snowstorm. The average temperature in the Raya시ki has reached its highest point in the last 5 years, which together with the abnormally rich air moisture have produced an unseasonal and odd kind of snow. The weather forecast was wrong. Ley lines were right.
Everyone listen. Our ceremony will begin.
As you command, comrade.
Music, please.
Отпусти вчерашний день, оставь прошлое. Каждый шаг рисует новый день. Не смотри назад, не тяни в медно. Светлые небеса путешествуем.
It's a pleasure to speak to you all, our valued friends in Raya시ki.
뭐야 이 새끼.
On behalf of Xeno Arms Academy, I am here to announce the details of the Xeno-Raya시ki Cooperation Agreement. As many of you have expected, a squad of armed troops will soon be sent to aid you with the critter problem. However, having given it careful consideration, we have decided that the town of Raya시ki is no longer viable for our continued support and must be abandoned. We advise that all residents prepare to be transferred to a new post immediately. Thank you for your cooperation.
What?
에이 조졌네 이거.